Hello everyone, I am Shrishti and our teammates are Tejaswini, Siri and Shrinika. Our topic is online banking system. In the online banking system, we have come across some topics: system architecture, system model, implementation, testing plan. My part is system architecture. In the system architecture, we come across three architecture system consisting of presentation layer, business logic layer, data layer. This architecture ensures a secure, scalable, and modular design, allowing a easier maintenance and update. High level architecture. In the high level architecture, presentation layer. This layer is responsible for all user interaction. It includes the interface seen by the customers. Admins has a login page, dashboard, fund transfer form, login application form, and admin panel. The main purpose of this layer is to collect the user inputs and display the output in a clear, user-friendly manner. All user actions are forwarded to the business logic layer. The next layer is business logic layer. This layer executes the main operation of the system. It contains the core module like authentication module, account management module, fund transfer module, transaction history module, notification service module, admin management module. It processes the input from the user interface and applies the banking rule, communicates with the database and return the result to the presentation layer. Third layer is data layer. This layer stores all the persistent data. It contains tables for customer detail, account detail, transaction record, loan detail, admin information. How architecture supports scalability and maintainability. Scalability. Each layer can be upgraded independently. Business logic module can be extended without rewriting the whole system. Support addition of few new services like mobile banking or UPI integration. Maintainability. Clear separation of UI logic and data simplified debugging. This is all about my part. Next part will be continued by my teammate.
Hello, I am Tejaswini from CSC department. So my topic is a system model, use case model. In the use case model visually represents how a different users, here the users means actors, interact with the system to perform a various function. It focuses on the functional requirement of the online banking system and helps identity what the system should do from the user's perspective. So here the actors comes under the customers and the admins. When we comes to the customer description, a registered banking user who performs the activities like a weaves, balance, transfer funds, apply for the loans. Here the customer description, that's all the etc. And the admin description authorize the persons who manages users and the loans approvals. When it comes to the customer and the admin use cases, the customer use cases are the login page, register, view account, transfer, funds, view transaction, history, applied loan, and also update profile. And when it comes to the admin use cases, admin login, manager usages and also approve reject loans and generate the reports. So when the use cases, we taken a use case description as an example. Use case is a transfer funds. It is an example used in the transfer funds for the use cases, and the actor is to be customer. Pre-code condition is the user must be logged in and have a sufficient balance. When it comes to the basic flow, customer selects the transfer funds, and also the system displays how the funds will transfer to the customer, enters the receiver account and the number and the amount. That system will validate the account details and balance, and also it detects the amount from the sender's account, and it generates the transaction record and also confirmation from the users that will shown from the post conditions. When it show a post conditions, the transaction must be stored in the database. The main thing is the purpose of the use case model is to define the interaction between the users and the systems, helps a developer understand functional requirements, what are the functional requirements which will help for the customer and also adminer, and also it ensures no user requirement is missed, and also simplifies the test cases development and requirement validations. So these are the class module which are going to define it in the preview. And also when it comes to the class module is a represent the data structure of the system including classes and their attributes. Here the attribute represented as the data and also function represented as the operation and the relationship among them. It focuses on the static design of the software and helps in the database design and the code development. The main classes and the attributes are the user, account, transaction, loan, admin, and the notification. Here I am going to explaining about the user important attributes. The attributes which are used in the user classes are the user ID, name, email, phone number, and also password. And the functional, it means a responsibility for the user to register, login, and update the profile. When it comes to the account, we want to check the attributes like account number, type, balance, and also it the function of the important attributes are the deposit, withdraw, and we balance. When it comes to a transaction, they must check the transaction ID, amount, date, amount type, the type which are going to transfer the record, and also a history. When it comes to a customer's loan or the user given to the loan in the bank, it we have to check for the loan ID, amount, interest rate, and also status. When it comes to a description, apply a loan for a update status. As the same as a loan, when it comes to a admin, we have to check for the same as the process ID, name, email, password, and the manage users approval. The main thing we have to check in the online banking system is a notification. That is the main thing because the admin are going to send the messages for the users. Uh, to check the notification, the main thing is attributes are the messages ID, messages type, and a timestamp, and also a user ID. When it comes to a description, send a notification and also it with the notification. So here I am going to explaining about the relationship between a classes. Classes is a user account one to many, and also account it when comes to the transaction. One account can have a many transaction. Users, one customer can apply the multiple loans, and the admin manages the update status of the loans. User notification, as I previous said, user receives a multiple notification. The purpose of the main class module defines the complete structure of the system and guides the database scheme creation. It means that it going to guides the table and the relationship, helps the developers write a module to help for the customer to reusable of the loans and all other transactions. Support a object oriented program, principal and encapsulation, abstraction, inheritance, and also association. So thank my part is this much. And another further part is going to explain Siri.
Next one is sequence model. The sequence diagram explains how objects interact step by step for a particular function. Example, fund transfer sequence. User selects transfer funds. System displays input form. User enters account details and amount. So the system validates balance and details. System updates sender and receiver accounts, and system records the transaction. System displays confirmation. And the purpose of sequence model, it shows time ordered interactions. It helps understand workflow for each feature. Next one is activity model. The activity diagram displays the flow of activities within the system. Example, user login activity. User enters username and password. System validates credentials. If valid, goes to dashboard. If invalid, goes to error message. And it ends. Purpose of activity model. It shows the flow of operations, helps visualize decision points, useful for process optimization. Data flow diagram, DFD, DFD level 0 represents the entire banking system as one process. User, banking system, database and user. DFD level 1 shows major processes like login processes, account management, fund transfer, transaction history, loan processing. Purpose of DFD shows movement of data, helps understand input or output behavior, useful for database and process design. Next will be continued by Shrinika.
Hello everyone, I'm Shrinika Annas from CSC department and I'm gonna continue implementation of this project. So the first is setup environment and tools like installing HTML, CSS, JavaScript for front end and use Python for backend. Create a database in MySQL, use VS Code and we have used GitHub to store and track code. And the next is develop major models. So the first is login system. So we have write code to take username and passcode and store passwords in hashed form and check credentials from database. If correct, then it creates a session and opens dashboard. If wrong, shows an error message. Next is account management. Fetch account details like name, balance, account number, and allow user to update profile like email, phone number and address. Save changes back to database. Next is loan processing. User fills loan form like amount type in income etc, and then it saves loan request in loan table. Admin views pending loans and approves or rejects, then updates the loan status. Next is notification system. Generate an OTP for login or transaction. Next it send confirmation message after a fund transfer and can be used email or SMS. Next is testing. So there are types of testing. The first is unit testing. So test small pieces of code done by developer. And integration testing, check if models work together. Example, login, dashboard, fund transfer and a transaction history. Then a system testing, test the entire banking system as a whole system and check all features like transfer, login, loan profile etc. Next is performance testing. Check how fast the system responds. Can it handle many users at the same time. Next is security testing, that is a check password strength. Next a test for SQL injection, that is check session timeout control and etc. Next there are sample test cases that we can write these in table form or as a. Next is login, that is valid credentials. Next is login, that is invalid password. Like test case ID is TC02 and objective is to check login with wrong password. Input is the valid username but a wrong password. Then the expected output will be system shows invalid username or password. Next is fund transfer sufficient balance. The expected output may be transfer successful. Sender balance becomes 8,000. Transactions stored in database. Next is loan application and the last is update profile, that is Objective is to check the profile update. Input user changes email ID and clicks saves. Expected output is the email is updated in the database and the message will be profile updated successfully. So this were the point. These are the things that we have done with our project. Now at the last we will be displaying our website. So this is a website of online banking system. What we have done with this. So this is a banking system website where we can see dashboard. This is a dashboard where the uh, true balance and income and the expenses and the settings will be there. And the next is quick actions. In that we will be seeing the recent transactions, pay bills, add money, and all that stuff. And the here we can also see a Visa card where we will be applying the cards. And the next is so these are the transaction history. Next is accounts, like checking balance, saving account, and an investment account. And next is account details, deposit, withdrawal, like whatever the money we have deposit or withdrawal, all that will be stored in this website, that is in this section. And the next is transactions. So where we have done our transactions, it will be stored in the history, that is a transaction history. As we can see in Apple Store, we have done this and this much. So these are the works that will be displayed in our transaction history. Next. Next will be cards like RuPay, Visa, all that cards, card management. And next is analytics. That is financial analytics. These are the financial analytics like income versus expenses, like what will be the output of this and all that. And the last is profile, where we will be user profile will be displayed, like as we can you can see this Rushti is a user, so how profile is displayed, and also her details will be there like email, phone number, address, and anything, everything. So this is a profile. And the last is the notification. So whatever the updates will be getting, it will be notified there. So this was the project, and this is a website that we have built on online banking system. Thank you.